You only get one shot. Are they going to click on that and look more at the listing, or are they going to move on?
Real Estate Radio Boston with loan officer Rick Shearer of Guaranteed Rate.
If you are dealing with someone that doesn't understand those micro markets, you're going to be steered completely in the wrong direction.
And legal professional Ali Alavi of Alavi Braza PC.
It's a transaction for us, but it's someone's home.
The biggest anxiety I felt, am I going to get the mortgage?
It all breaks down to communication.
Real Estate Radio Boston gives you the information you need to succeed in today's housing market.
Just agree on something?
Yeah, we actually did. Isn't that amazing?
I love that.
You're giving me this blank stare.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this. But
you left his lawyer up.
He's handsome too.
Rick Shearer, NMLS ID 454910. This is Real Estate Radio Boston.
You said that if I have skylights already on my roof, it's probably a good idea to get those replaced if I'm replacing the roof. Why is that?
The reason why, so if you think about it, your roof is not like a skylight window. Is not like a typical window. It's taking a direct beating from the sun. So the frame of the skylight, which is made of wood, dries out. We see a lot of dry rot. The glass on the skylight where the frame meets the glass, that seal can dry out terribly. So now you've got roofers up there banging away on your roof. Your skylight's never leaked before, but then the roofer leaves and now they're leaking because they've compromised that seal. So we have been down that road, enough times that we really recommend when you're having your roof replaced, that's the time to replace those skylights. And so you're going to have a coinciding warranty as well. It's more cost effective, and the new skylights are much more energy efficient. They've made a lot of progress with. I just got back from a annual Velux 5-star conference down in Connecticut where we just learned about these new blinds that work in conjunction with a remote control that's programmed seasonally. And so now you can have a fixed skylight, one that doesn't ventilate, doesn't open, but you put that solar blind on it, and now it qualifies for a 30% federal tax credit because it's a solar-powered unit. So that's pretty exciting. And the new fresh air skylights, they call them by Velux, are also solar-powered. So the skylight actually opens and closes with a remote control, and it's all solar-powered. There's a solar collector at the bottom of the skylight that charges a battery. And like I said, they're warranted for 5 years on the electronic components, but they've been tested way beyond that.
One of the reasons that there aren't many short-term rentals is that it's a risky business. You have high seasons and you have low seasons. Landlords, most of them need to pay a mortgage. I mean, they're doing this to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So they need to have a set income that comes in, monthly. In Boston, our season for rentals is June through September, and that's when most of the availability comes up. So landlords don't like to have apartments open after that because they'll sit empty.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're renting short-term, the profit, because it's on a short-term basis, the renters will pay more money, but you're not guaranteed that it's going to go for the entire 12-month span.
Right. So that's a big risk.
So it's a big risk.
Yeah. What kind of vetting goes into identifying a proper renter? How do I, as a landlord, ensure that if somebody comes in on short-term basis, what am I going to do to be able to get rid of them if they don't leave?
Right.
And they don't pay?
Right. I mean, we use, different websites such as Airbnb, VRBO. I also have a lot of people that come to me direct or referrals, word of mouth.
How do you vet them? I mean, does Airbnb vet those individuals?
They do.
Okay.
They say they do. But again, being a real estate agent, I have experience. So I, have my own set of questions as well. And I'm very, very clear about what our expectations are. We won't rent to just anybody. We rent to a lot of families that are coming to explore the city, learn about the history, or coming to look at colleges, or families that are coming to visit other family members. This way they have a larger place to stay. Lots of medical people that are here either for their own reasons or family members are here to be near their side.
So there's background that happens. There's vetting that occurs with regards to these individuals.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Dollhouse. We hear about that quite often. I'm not sure what that is. What is it?
Sure. It's picked up a lot of steam over the past couple of years. Essentially, the easiest way to look at it is if you look at your house as if it had a variety of hotspots. Like, what are the features of the home to where essentially you can use your mouse on your computer. I guess if you're looking at one of our Matterport Dollhouse tours, you can use the arrows to go forward, backwards, side to side. Nowadays, you can use the virtual tour headsets, the VR headsets. You can do that. You can walk through it. So it's essentially a video tour in like a dream world or something.
At your
like that.
at your own speed,
Yeah,
right? 'Cause
exactly.
you know,
want- want
listen,
it-
I'll tell you how I would do it. Right, I'd be down in the basement, literally scooting around the man cave. My wife would be taking a lot of time looking around the kitchen, moving
Exactly.
around easily. It's at your pace. It's at how
Exactly.
you want to go and tour this house via video.
Well, focal points, right? I think when I've seen these dollhouse features, they talk about focal points. Kitchen is a critical focal point for people.
Yeah.
Areas where people gather, living room, the master bedroom, the bathroom, so on and so forth. But the cool part of the dollhouse is that it literally feels as though you're walking through the property while you're clicking, like you said, in these different focal
And the
points.
video camera only does so much.
Right.
You know, it only gives you that certain perspective. The virtual tour just gives you a whole different perspective on
And
the
let's
home.
face it, I mean, we talk about the searches starting on the internet. We are also talking about international clients that may not have the luxury of being here to tour a home.
Yeah.
And we're talking about individuals that are relocating to this area, and they may not have the luxury of touring every single home. So it's really an effective way of being able to showcase a property, gain the appreciation, market to that particular crowd, and set certain expectations before they come
And again,
in.
back to my point at the beginning, you will sell your house in this market, but will you sell it for top dollar and to the right person? If you have one of the doll houses in your home and you have this, you have them go through it, and then they were marketing and someone from overseas that is looking to pay cash and not even sight unseen, they can't do that with a couple of pictures up on MLS. They certainly need this technology.